Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new optic from a company called Telson Optics, which is relatively a newcomer in the game. They're part of the Scorpion Outdoors group out of Canada, the Great White North, eh? And these guys, I encountered them at NRL22 Nationals, and we got to talking. Super friendly guys, as I would expect of Canadians. Friendly enough to let me come on their Instagram posts and call them a bunch of hosers, eh? Because they're from Canada. And actually, I get a pass on that because I lived in Canada for 2 years, so I think I can make fun of Canadians legally. But anyway, love Canadians, got a lot of good friends up there. These guys are now among them. Very cool guys. I had mentioned the channel to them at NRL22 Nationals, and they were basically like, here, take this and review it on the channel. So we have the Target Master Wildcat scope here. This is made for base class NRL22, and I believe, and somebody might correct me if I'm wrong, this is the predecessor to the current model. I think the current model has a couple extra little features in it that make it a little bit nicer. You'll notice the current model has a red band here at the objective lens, and this one does not. But this is going to give you an idea of the quality of their optics. So like I said, I picked this up at NRL22 Nationals, and actually at the cabin that we stayed at Nationals is when I did the unboxing for this. So we're going to mount it on whatever rifle I have in the shed here and do a little bit of tracking tests and look at stuff for the review at different ranges. But before I do that, let's just show you what comes in the box when I opened it at the cabin at Nationals. Since we're at NRL22 Nationals in our sweet cabin and I just picked this up, we're just going to go ahead and knock out the unboxing now because this thing has never yet been out of the box. So let's together see what we get. Okay, a nice lens cloth there. Looks like we have a sunshade. Oh, cool. It has the glare killer in there too. Excellent. I've never seen one come with that before. But, okay, that's cool. Got some Allen keys in there. Got some more Allen keys. We've got the scope itself. Another Allen key. And this thing already comes with the flip covers on it. And looks pretty good. So right out of the box you do get flip covers. I wonder if they have a battery in the illumination. They do not, so I don't know if batteries come with this guy. But for a budget scope, that's what you get in the box. Not too bad. I've got that scope leveled and mounted correctly using my Wheeler tools, which I'll leave links in the description and comments for. You need those. And we're going to take a close look at the features here of this thing, but first, I actually picked up a copy of their 2024 catalog, and I just wanted to share this with you guys because these guys make a lot of stuff, okay? Not only that, they do have a pro team also, which was at NRL22 Nationals, so there's a little bit about their history in there. They've got the scope that we're looking at here. You notice this one has the red band, where this one, I think, is a little bit of an older model. I think what they told me was that they made this for base class, and then base class upped the values of various components on their rifle. Of course, I shoot air guns, so I don't follow base class rules, but I think the new one might have a couple extra features in it. But they've got their big boy here, the Victory. What else do we got here? The Toxin. I saw that one in person. It was really nice. And they've got a series of binocs, really nice. Looked at those at Nationals. They've got rangefinders, red dots. They've got a variety of different mounts and even bipods. So check them out. These guys, they're onto something here. They make a lot of cool stuff. But anyway, about the scope. So let's get a quick synopsis of what the features are. So you're going to see the battery sticking out there. So it does have an illuminated reticle. In this price bracket, I guess more and more nowadays you are getting illuminated reticles in this lower price bracket. This thing retails, I think, for like $530. The price might have gone up for the newer upgraded one. I'm not sure. You'll have to check the website. It does parallax down with the side wheel to 15 yards, but it actually goes a little bit further. So I think it's actually 10 yards. Okay. I've got the turret off here. The turrets are in mil. You've got 20 mil on windage and elevation here. Simple Allen key bolt to remove the turret. The clicks are in 1/10 mil clicks, and you've got a nice zero stop on there. So that's why I left that turret off to show you that. And that just simply, you set that with the Allen keys in there. So this one is a 6-25. As we can see there, it's got Japanese glass, multi-coated. It comes with the flip caps
and it is a 30mm tube with a 50mm objective lens in there. So with that said, I think it's time to give you guys a look through the scope cam. I'm going to mount up a side shot scope cam with a cell phone. Hopefully it'll play nice with this scope and we can take a look at various distances and how it looks. And I will say this right off the bat, the optics in here have really good light transmission. I think on their website it says like 82% light transmission, but when you look through these scopes, they're noticeably brighter than other scopes I've used. So I'm going to try to show you that coming up here next, guys. Okay, so that is the side shot setup on there. I will put the cell phone that's in my hands right now in that slot. I tested it a little bit. It seems to play pretty nice with this scope, except I have it on the other side that I normally have it on because we've got the battery door that sticks out for the illumination battery on the side that I normally use. So we're going to go ahead and flip this bad boy right in the first person view. That way I can give you the biggest image on the screen. So we will not do a camera behind me or anything. We're going to go straight looking through the scope, and we'll do 25 yards. We'll do 120 and whatever I have out there to take a look around. And it is a nice bright day outside, so we should be getting some pretty good footage.
Alright guys, so we've got this side shot mounted. There is one problem though, which is I cannot cock the gun with the thing hanging off the right side of the gun. So for the tracking test where I shoot a couple pellets at it, I'm going to have to remove the side shot for loading the gun. But this is at the lowest magnification, and I'm just going to go ahead and zoom through the whole range, and hopefully my camera will stay focused. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But you can see I'm sitting in the dark heated shooting shack with no lights on, and there's tons of light still coming through this scope. And that's at full magnification at 25 yards. You can see the target where I was zeroing in on the top two targets there, and on the one with the bullseyes I got zeroed in. So we're gonna assume that this thing is pretty nicely zeroed at 25 yards, and I'm gonna go ahead and dial the turret as far as I can up and as far as I can back down to 0, and then we'll see if it still holds 0 here. Okay, dialing all the way up. Nice clicks on this scope. That's 1 full revolution. Okay, so I just made it a little over 1 full revolution, which is telling me that I could probably use some FX no limit mounts on this scope to get it closer to optical 0. But we're going to go back down to where it was. Okay, that's right at 0. And I'm going to go ahead and load a pellet, and we're going to see if I can still bullseye with this bad boy after making the adjustment. And that'll help us determine if it tracks well. Alright, I have now loaded a shot, and we're just going to go ahead and we'll shoot for this guy right here, and I'm expecting to hit in the green middle circle. Elevation is good. And that's all I adjusted was the elevation. So let me take another shot and see if I don't throw a flyer. Alright. We'll take another shot at that. Okay. So I threw a flyer the first shot, but it tracked perfectly back to how I had it. I see that my scope cam is trying to autofocus. But you can see right there. There it is. So you can see right there that the first one was a little off. Other one right back on track. So not bad. Now let's take a look at some different distances with this thing, and we'll kind of see how different distances looks, and maybe I can try to fiddle with my phone settings here to get it to lock the focus, the autofocus on this, and that might help. But as you can see, this thing plays real nice with the side shot. I get the full image in there, so that's completely at 1.9 times zoom on the phone, and I get the full image in there, no problem. No shading at anywhere on the scope, which is kind of surprising because I'm not at optical 0 with how this is mounted on this gun, because the gun does not have any cant in the rail. So, but anyway, let's take a look at some various distances here. First, we'll go out to 50. I'm going to move my target and we'll take a look at that. Okay, so there's the target moved out to 50 yards. I've locked the focus on this phone, so hopefully that'll help here. And I'm at the minimum magnification. I'm going to take you through the whole range here. Okay, so that is all the way up to 24 power, and we can see we've got a very nice picture there with this scope. Nice bright image, even though I'm sitting basically in a cave with no lights on in this heated shooting shack. Okay, so that's 50 yards. The fence line back there, here, let me zoom back out for you guys. I'll go all the way out to 6 power. Now if you can see the fence line back there, that is 118 yards away. Okay, so I'm going to adjust my parallax for that. That seems about right, and we're going to zoom in to that 118 yard fence and see how it looks. Okay, very nice, super bright image. Of course that thing is sitting directly in direct sunlight, but we can see that plain as day. We can see the individual strands of grass blowing around out there. So 120 yards, that is pretty good, and that is further than you're going to shoot in any NRL22 monthly course of fire. Of course the bonus stages will be sometimes longer than that, but this is meant for NRL22 for base class, and it definitely performs. Okay, so let's take it out to 150 then. I'm going to back out again on the zoom all the way to 6. All right, and I don't know if you can see it in this image because it's very bright out there and the scope collects a lot of light. Maybe I can turn down the brightness in my camera. Okay, so I turned down the brightness a little bit. There's a white plate out there. You see it above the post there, a little bit off to the side. We're gonna go ahead and check that out. Now that's at 150 yards, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my parallax just a little bit more, and we'll go ahead and zoom into that guy. And that's at full power, and it looks pretty nice. You can see the individual hits all over that white top plate there, and all the misses on the bottom plate, which is not really a plate, it's just a piece of the thing that's holding it up. But pretty good at 150 yards to get that kind of clarity. Now just for grins, let's go all the way. We're gonna parallax for like infinity, and then I'll back out again here. And there's a highway behind there, and it's like 650 yards away. I don't know if I have enough elevation really to get there, so I might have to add a bag or something. So I'll add a bag up front, and then hopefully we can see that far. All right, so that highway wall, that is at about 650 yards, okay? And I'm just gonna check on the side here to see if I'm still kind of focused, and we'll go ahead and zoom all the way into that. And I'm going to play with the parallax just to see if I can get it a bit clearer. Okay, nice. So 650 yards away, and we can see nice detail on that wall back there. And when we were at the cabin, we were looking 750 yards across the lake, and we could see like individual ropes on people's boats and stuff. So definitely pretty good image, and I hope I've done a good job of showing you guys what it looks like right here.
All right, guys, so that's going to do it for my review on the Telson Optics Wildcat Target Master scope. Pretty nice. A lot of features packed into a pretty small price tag, especially for you base class guys that are trying to stay under that certain dollar limit. So these guys are kind of, like I said, the new kids on the block. Check them out. They've got a lot of stuff to offer. Also, all of their scopes, I don't know if I mentioned this before, lifetime warranty. They call it the no sting warranty. So anything goes wrong with this scope, you're 100% covered. You know, these guys are here in North America, so you're going to get taken care of pretty quick. And honestly, they're the nicest group of guys. I really enjoyed meeting all those guys at the National Championship and had a good time just chatting with them and checking out all their optics, which they all looked very good. So definitely Telson Optics is on my list for potential optics on new competition rifles for sure. I hope that they'll send me one of their other bigger scopes to take a look at. But for the base class guys, this is a winner right here. Not bad. Very good light transmission, lifetime warranty, nice turrets, zero stop, parallax down to like 10 yards, and a very, very crisp, nice image. So hopefully you guys thought this was helpful. Check out Telson Optics. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.